everything will accept.
Good evening. Good evening, Terry C. How are you doing? Good evening, DG1. How you doing, DG? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, DG. How about you? We opened that window up so we can see out through here. Good afternoon, Patrick Hunt. How you doing, Patrick? It's raining at the beach. Well, that's the thing about being at the beach. You can still swim while it's raining because you're going to get wet anyway if you're swimming. But you could also fish. You could also go fishing while it's raining at the beach because the fish don't really care because they're already wet. The Rose of Sharon bush is down here by the steps, and it was blooming. I don't know if the bloom is still on it. I believe it probably died. We'll go down here and check it out. There's two. This is Tigger, and that's two of her kittens. Now, like I said, they look identical to that orange female cat. She had 3 kittens. Looks identical. Now, the bloom has done died on that yellow rose of Texas. There was 2 roses. Both of them done died. This crepe myrtle's doing pretty good. But right there's the window we be looking out of. You see the soup can sitting up there. And look, there's those things you hear ticking like a clock. One of them's a little cupid. The other one was a sunflower, but When I had to climb in through the window, I throwed it on the bed. It bounced off into the floor and broke the sunflower off of it, but it still works. The leaf still bounces. Good evening, Bedazzle. Good evening, Miss Jeannie, Larry Griffiths. How y'all doing? Now, there was actually a third one that was that Easter one, the rabbit, but it bounced off the bed too and broke, and it wouldn't work anymore after it broke. It broke it into pieces. Looks like I need to trim some of this back again. I know posted no trespassing signs done started to crack. It's one of them old cheap signs. Yes, sir, Bedazzle. This is the Eagle's Nest. This is where I live. Now, I co-own this house and property with my siblings. You know, I co-own that building, that trailer you see right here, and the trailer out on the corner where I was arrested. We own all this property from right here to all the way out here on the corner. I'll see if I can go down here and show you how far it goes if we don't lose the live stream. But the property goes from right here all the way to the very corner down there. That's where the trailer is, where I was arrested. Look, see what I got on the mailbox there? Yeah, that's what I tried to tell people. You know, EagleNick is not homeless. I've never claimed to be homeless. Now, I spend a lot of time up there with people that are homeless because I go up there to eat at Providence Ministries and Dalton's Greater Works. Now, see, I get out and pick up cans to make a little bit of money. I do not have any type of income other than what I'm earning off of YouTube right now. Hello, Tigger. Meow. Oh, there's that orange cat's little kitten. Look at it. Looks just like Tigger. Hello, baby. Where's your mammy? I mean, it's crazy. Tigger has cats that looks like the orange cat. The orange cat had twins that looks like Tigger. Hello, little baby. Hello, little darling. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. I'm going to have to take his food inside. Them cats is through eating. If I leave it outside, there'll be about 4 big old raccoons come up getting it. Here, girl. Here, eat that. I don't really mind feeding raccoons, but I really just can't afford it. Them raccoons eat a lot of food themselves. Well, last month I made $328 and something. It could be from $100 to a couple of $100 a month. I mean, it ain't really much more than that. But that is because my channel has took so many hits. Hey, them cats ain't got no choice but to watch them eat the food because them are some big old raccoons. The adult raccoon is huge. The baby raccoons are twice or three times the size of the cat. The raccoon is nearly double the size of the babies. But them babies are huge themselves. The babies look like they weigh 10 pounds or more, and the adults look like they weigh about 20 or more. They big old things. I gotta set this here for now. Yeah, I don't think the raccoons try to eat the cats, but if cats tried to stop them from eating that food, they probably would if they're hungry. They some big old raccoons, I'm telling you. So how is everybody doing this fine evening? Thank you, Bedazzle. I've been sitting here watching some of the funniest moments, it says, of the Big Bang Theory. I didn't really get into it too much, though. I like something more like Young Sheldon. I like shows like Young Sheldon, Everybody Hates Chris, Gunsmoke. Hey, it's been pretty good there, Patrick. I've just laid around the house all day since this morning after I got home after doing my live stream. I just lazed around watching stuff on YouTube or Pluto, and I actually fell asleep for a few hours today. I've just been kicked back relaxing. I went and ate breakfast this morning, but I did not go eat lunch or dinner because I ended up sleeping too late. I didn't get up until right at 5 o'clock, and I wasn't going to try to rush up there. Good evening, Robert Reed. Talking like what, brother? I'm just talking the way I always talk. You know what I mean, Vern? Can you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Oh yeah, I love the movie Tombstone. You know there was two different versions. There was a version with Kirk Douglas as Wyatt Earp, and then there was the other one where it had damn it, I done forgot who it was in the other one. Good evening, Kenny. How you doing, Kenny? We are in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, located 90 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, Right Action. How are you doing? Nope, Kirk Douglas played Wyatt Earp in one version of Tombstone. Val Kilmer was the one who played Doc Holliday in the other version. I can't remember who it was that played Wyatt Earp at the moment. I can look real quick though. Good evening, Hester England in Ohio. How you doing, Hester? Yep, Kevin Costner. That's who it is. Thank you. Thank you so much, and good evening to you, Grumpy. No, EagleNick likes that version the best with Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. I like it when old Val Kilmer says, "I'm your Huckleberry." Good evening, Alan Davis. How you doing, Alan? Hello to you, Brad. How are you doing, Brad? Hey, Grumpy. We finally agree on something, huh, brother? That is a real killer version with old Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer actually stole the show in that movie, if you ask me. I liked it where he told old Johnny Ringo, said, well, Johnny Ringo, you act like somebody just walked across your grave. Good evening, Mr. Fred Hinkle from them cornfields of southern Indiana. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Stephen, in Kenya, Africa. Yep, this is actually where I live. Brad, this is actually where I live, up in the house that I co-own with my siblings. We own the property from here all the way out to the corner where the trailer is, where I was arrested at. Good evening, batshit crazy. Good evening, Omar. No, sir, I am not black. I am white. Why would you ask something like that? Hello, Omar. How you doing? Nope. EagleNick is not black. I am white. Good evening, Amazon. Good evening, Rusty. Rusty, quit looking in the mirror talking to yourself. Good evening, Kermit. How you doing, Kermit Cruz? Good evening, Hot Boy Tito. Money to Do team. Yeah, we are looking outside the window at the eagle's nest. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, it just got too hot, Rusty. Now, through the end of September, it gets brutally hot here in Dalton, Georgia. Hey, that's all right. That's all right, Hot Boy. Welcome on to the live stream. Good evening, Alan Cooper. How you doing, Alan? Rusty, I bet you took the end of that cane pole and sat on it. I've been trying to keep Rusty off of that big end of the king pole. You know what I mean, Vern? Rusty has splinters in his anus. Rusty needs to change his name to I splintered my anus. Oh, Rusty's got a friend that's got a wooden pecker. And his friend told him, said, if you don't tell nobody I got a wooden pecker, I won't tell nobody why you got splinters in your mouth. Good evening, Lisa C. How you doing, Lisa? No, that is the joke about little Johnny. Little Johnny saw a dog chasing a cat, and the cat blowed up and stopped, and the dog ran up the cat's butt. Johnny was telling that story in school, and the teacher said, we don't use that word here, Johnny. We say rectum. He said, rectum hell, it killed them both. Rusty, I think you came about when two buzzards bumped ass and you fell out. That's why they call you Rusty. Oh no, thank the Lord, Patrick. Sherry won't be coming by here. Hey, it would be hellish. You walk down the road there, she'd be saying, you're stalking me. Wouldn't that be some shit? She comes up here down there at the end of my driveway and tells me I'm stalking her looking out my window. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with that girl. Hell, she knows I've got to ride my bicycle up and down these roads and the highway to go where I'm going. If I ride my bicycle up there, I got to ride it back. I'm not going to throw it away or give it away. Amazon, Rusty. I'm going to tell you a story about a man named Rusty. Can't get a woman 'cause his underwear is crusty. I bet they call him Crusty Rusty. Hello, Crusty Rusty. Can't get none, so his penis is dusty. You know what I mean, Vern? Rusty's another one of them that's mad at old EagleNick because his girlfriend is after that eagle. You know what I mean, Vern? When they can get an eagle, why would they want a weasel? Good evening, Ronald. How you doing, Ronald McNutt? Ronald McNutt, you better watch him nuts with old Crusty Rusty in here. Good evening, Chico. I'm going to run in here and make a cup of coffee, everybody. I'll be right back. Check it out. Ooh. Made in the USA. Now, I'm going to have a meet and greet one day out and about when I'm out and about on a live stream. And I'm going to give away one of these here Eagles that is to come in the future. Now, I have access to about at least 30 more of them, and they're heavy too. They're made in America, made in the USA. This one is actually numbered 7867. I don't know if you can see that number in it, or that it says made in the USA. Now, I would try to do something to where somebody that was watching live could win it, but there ain't no telling what it would cost to ship it because that thing is pretty heavy. But I'm going to look into doing that as well. Just have to figure out how to go about it to try to maybe we'll go by whoever is the top fan on a live stream in the future. At the end of the live stream, you know, do a live stream for about at least 2 hours. And whoever holds the top fan badge thing, that crown that YouTube's giving you. Good evening, Billy Burns. How you doing, Billy? Rusty, I love you too. I appreciate old Rusty because Rusty's girlfriend appreciates EagleNick. AUDITS. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, you know, somebody like you, Patrick, you live 7 hours away from me. So that wouldn't actually be very fair to someone who lives that far away, or some of the people lives even farther. You know what I mean, Vern? We have people watching from Canada and the United Kingdom and Australia. I've seen somebody from Kenya, Africa. We've got one lady that is from Paraguay, South America. I think that is Miss Elsa Olsen, lives in Paraguay, South America. Good evening, Jacob A. Why is that a weird driveway? That cane pole going across the driveway keeps any law enforcement from coming up on my property without a warrant. Now, by placing that cane pole blocking the only entrance to my yard through the driveway, that extends the curtilage of my front door to that point. You know, unless you have your property blocked off and have signage posted, any law enforcement officer can walk up and knock on your door using the knock and talk rule. But by me placing that cane pole across my driveway to block access, it extends the curtilage of the front door to that point. Now, they cannot cross that point unless they have a warrant in hand. They cannot just come up in the yard to talk to you. Well, where'd that go? Rusty, I don't mind if you post my address. I've said it in live streams to let people know that they could actually write me at that address. You know, my name is public. It is on my TikTok account. It is on my Facebook page. I share my content from YouTube and TikTok on Facebook. Now, I don't think too many people are too ignorant that they could not put 2 and 2 together and come up with 4. That if I am posting content from TikTok with my name on it, on Facebook, which has my name on it, or if I'm posting content from YouTube onto my Facebook account, that they would know that it is my YouTube channel. You know what I mean, Vern? You don't seem to understand that, Mr. Rusty. Good evening, Huey. Good evening, Mark M.D.D. Good evening, Peter Cooper. Hello again to you, Chico. I am not talking in slow-mo. I'm talking the way I talk. You know what I mean, Vern? We don't happen to be in New York. I don't answer questions, Mark. That is my Fifth Amendment right. I would rather watch the views grow. Huey, that was from Ernest P. Worrell, Mr. Jim Varney. Now, he mostly said, you know what I mean, Vern, before he started doing the movies, like Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to Prison. Now, he used a, you know what I mean, Vern line when he was doing his commercials for like the power company, Southern Power Company, Sprite, and Mellow Yellow. We got the pedophile, William the pedophiler. Well, Mark, I would answer that, but that sounds sort of like a question. William, EagleNick didn't have any kind of roadkill for lunch today. Your last point was a statement. Yeah, that's all right. Well, let's rephrase it then. Mark, I don't answer certain questions. You know what I mean, Vern? EagleNick is an eagle. I'm not a fish. I don't take bait. Good evening, Peter Cooper from London, England. Hey, Mark, old Rusty likes to answer questions. Old Rusty is an expert on hardwood. You know what I mean, Vern? Old Rusty and William belong to the same bicycle riding club. Old Rusty and William, they wear them rainbow colored vests while they're riding their bicycles, and they do not use seats. They just ride on the seat pole. You know what I mean, Vern? Good evening, Jason Harris. It is actually Nicholson, not Nichols. When are we going to hear the banjos? I guess when you turn them on YouTube, brother. Let's see what I can do for you. Let me find my, oh, I can't even find the photos on this thing. Guess they're in there. Well, thank you so much, Mark. Look, if you will be sure to check out my YouTube channel, check out my arrest video, check out my introduction video that introduces people to my channel. I'm sure you'll find something on there to make you laugh even a lot harder than you're laughing right now. You know what I mean, Vern? You can't make this stuff up. Let old EagleNick go down here. I'm scrolling through another phone right now. Give me a minute. Well, I thought I had it on here. Maybe I don't have it on this one. Here is the sign old Rusty holds up. When old Rusty goes out there on the corner, this is the sign that Rusty uses. Hot, broke, ugly. You know what I mean, Vern? You can fix hot and you can fix broke, but you can't fix ugly. That was my little dog, Ginger. Does anybody know who that is? That is EagleNick. Good evening, Fluffy. Look at old EagleNick. You know what I mean, Vern? Rusty, you wish you looked as good as old EagleNick. Quit crying. Yep. Rusty, nope, Rusty does hardwood for free. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, Rusty said there is no charge for him to handle that hardwood. And I did on that, but I sold it. I sold that to one of my cousins. That was an old 1959 Schwinn Jaguar bicycle that had a gas motor put on it. Randy Graff commented on my TikTok.
Let's try it again. It really should be a time. Let's try it again.
Yeah, I just hope YouTube don't copyright strike it. That was my attempt at a little bit of karaoke back about 12 years ago, or a little bit longer. That would have been back in 2012. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, we can always depend on old Rusty to be the true douchebag that he is. You know what I mean, Vern? Rusty, you are always welcome on old EagleNick's YouTube channel, whether it be a live stream, you want to comment on a short, a video, or a past live stream. We actually like your comments. Good evening, Georgia Regulator, Michael Kunkel, the Truth Spitter, Friar D. How are you all doing? Sorry I didn't say hello sooner. Hey, I will be right back. I'm going to go in here and make a cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. I actually already had my coffee water heated. I just forgot about it. Rusty, all I know to say is that for somebody you do not like, you sure do spend a lot of time on EagleNick's YouTube channel, especially on the live streams. But like I said, you are welcome, Rusty. Good evening. Speak the truth. Okay, how are you doing? Yes, that coffee has really skyrocketed in price. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, Rusty, feel free to hit me up on that super chat, super thanks, or super stickers. You know what I mean, Vern? We do have the super chat, super thanks, and super stickers. Lord, I don't really know that speak the truth, okay? I think it comes from Peru or maybe Brazil. Good evening, Sean Little. Great to see you again, Sean. How have you been, brother? Hey, does anybody know what's going on with Northwoods Press YouTube channel? Now, I looked at Northwoods Press YouTube channel yesterday, and it's showing he does not have any content on his channel anymore. Good evening, Grant. Good evening. Yeah, it is beer o'clock. Now, I know a lot of people likes to say that it is beer 30. You know what I mean, Vern? EagleNick does not drink alcohol. You know what I mean, Vern? I love that THC. It's good for me. Yes, sir. Speak the truth. Okay. 420. Now that is the good stuff. Coke is, I get your ass put in jail is what it is. I do not think there is too many places to where you can do Coke recreational except maybe Canada. There is a couple of states in the United States. There's people sits out and does drugs in the open in Pennsylvania, Kensington, Pennsylvania. Brett C. Georgia regulator. Under the farm bill that's in effect, that company, Fried Vapes, says they can ship their products, their vapes, to every single state in the United States of America. Now, Athens, Georgia, which is the home of the Georgia Bulldogs, decriminalized marijuana. Speak the truth, okay. Google Luigi, a Luigi vape. It is from California. It is THC. Hey, I'll tell you what, they've got all drugs for recreational use in certain places. I'm pretty sure Canada is one of them. Peter, GA is the abbreviation for Georgia. You know, if I wrote out Dalton, Georgia, I don't actually have to spell out the Georgia. I can use the capital G and the lowercase a. Now, that is the abbreviation for Georgia. That is Georgia Regulator. You better pay heed to that little blue wrench beside the name as well. Oh, yes, sir. Speak the truth. Okay, it is 98% THC. Luigi vapes are made in California. You know, they can't arrest you for something that you can get through the mail. Well, I really don't know what that other 2% is in it there. Speak the truth, okay? But that is the difference in a Luigi vape and any of those Delta 8, 9, 10, or 11 vapes. CBD vapes, they only contain 0.03% THC. Less than 1/2 of 1%. So that means them Delta 8, 9, 10, or 11 vapes contains 99.7% something other than THC. Good evening, Lynn Lawrence. How you doing this evening? You know what I mean, Vern. Great to see you, Miss Lynn. How have you been? Good evening, Northwoods Press. How are you doing, Northwoods? Brother, I went on your YouTube channel today and it said you did not have any content. What happened to your content on your channel? Northwoods, how are you and NH Mountain Girl doing this fine evening up there in the Northwoods? It about flipped me out. I went on your YouTube channel and it said you did not have any content. Did you get hacked or what, brother? Yeah, I had one troll leave a comment saying that Thursday night you was drunk and you was talking bad about EagleNick and JC News Now and all the 1A community. Okay there, Northwoods, I'd appreciate it, brother. I was just wondering what's going on. I miss seeing you on a live, you know. Oh man, my left arm is just killing the hell out of me. But hey, it is what it is. There ain't no need to go to the hospital just for them to tell me it's broke. Hell, I didn't know it's broke. I don't need to go pay thousands of dollars for somebody to say, hey, your arm is broke. I'd have to tell them when they say, hey, your arm is broke. I'll say, yep, the only thing broker is my billfold. You know what I mean, Vern? I broke my arm when I fell up there at the Whitfield County Public Parking deck. I didn't realize I broke it until much later when it started hurting so bad. Yeah, Northwoods, man, I've been missing y'all on the panel. I wondered what happened. How come y'all wasn't doing any more open panels? That was something I'd love to see. You know, there was a lot of times I would just watch on the TV, and on the TV I don't have no way to comment, but I always make sure to give a like. Yeah, I do. I have to be careful, Georgia Regulator. Especially now that I'm as old as I am, because when you get older, you can break a bone a lot easier when you were younger, you know, because when you're young and you fall or something, you don't tense up or stiffen up. So you're more limber, you're less likely to break a bone than you are if you're older, because when you're old and you tense up, tighten up when you fall, you cause yourself to get a break in your bones. It just got too hot around here. I had to shave off my beard. I shaved off my mustache and my beard because it got so doggone hot. Well, I would like to thank everybody for coming on to the live stream. We've been on here going on 1 hour and 18 minutes. Now, I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Try not to think of people that you do not know as a stranger, but more like a sister or a brother. United we stand, but divided we fall. EagleNick Audits loves you all. You know what I mean, VERN. EagleNick Audits. I am EagleNick, and I'm out.